Hello guys, it is MJ here, and I'm here reacting to the Nintendo Direct. So, first I'm gonna give some predictions on what I think is gonna happen, then I'm gonna react, and then I'm gonna sort of have a edited discussion after. So, gonna do the reaction and the deep dive in the same video. That means it's gonna come out later than it, would if I was just doing my reaction, but, it's cool. So, Partner Showcase. I was sort of mad. I'm pretty sure everyone sighed at like 8 o'clock yesterday, or 9. I forget when it was. Everyone unanimously sighed around the world at the announcement of that, because basically the Partner Showcase means it's all third-party stuff, and so like all the main, the Splatoon and Breath of the Wild 2, Metroid Prime 4, all those not going to be talked about. Any new Nintendo games not going to be talked about. It's mainly just going to be third parties, which at first I was sort of mad about, but then I realized that there's a lot of possibilities, which means that, everyone thought there's a lot of possibilities, and now that means that everyone's going to be thinking all of these things since there's no Nintendo things to predict, and their expectations are going to be too high. So I'm trying not to do that, because the main thing that a lot of people are talking about, including myself, this is what I'm hoping, is that the Persona games, I'm just going to refresh. The Persona games, actually I might want to just like look it up. Actually no, I'll stay on the thing. The Persona games that were announced to be coming to Xbox, PS4, 5, Steam, Windows, those hopefully will be coming to Switch. It would make sense, like it's literally a third party presentation. So it would make sense for them to do that. But also I feel like a lot of people are expecting it, and so that means that like I can see them not doing it. Like I can see them not doing it because like it's Atlas is Atlas and the Switch is like not the best place to port games. And if they just didn't want to, then they just wouldn't. Which, to me, if they didn't do it, I would still, honestly, I'd still be okay with it, because it's on every other platform, and, the target audience of that game, which is adults, like, it's literally a rated M game, older people, not kids, who, like, would only have a Switch. If you're the target audience of that game likely has more than a Switch, right? Like, it's on everything else. It's on Windows, Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. If you have any of those from this newest generation or the last, then you can play. So like, yeah, it'd be great to have them on the Switch, but I'm not gonna get super mad if they aren't, because I can still play them personally, and most people still can. Now, if you only have a Switch, then and it doesn't get announced, like, I'm sorry, but like I could see Atlas not doing it, and I'm just trying not to get super hyped about it, because if it doesn't happen, everyone's gonna be upset, and I'm trying to not be that guy. So, yeah. In terms of other stuff, honestly, the thing that I literally today, like 30 minutes ago, just thought about is there's this game, right? People, they know Yokai Watch, right? Pretty unpopular series, has been dead for a couple years, and the main reason for that is because Level 5, kind of like closed down in America or something. I don't know the whole situation, right? So, it's like, Level 5 has not been doing too well, okay? But they've still released games in Japan for the Yokai Watch series, and the 4th entry they were planning to release, they were planning to localize, but they haven't yet. They said they were gonna, and then they haven't. And that because the closing thing happened. I'm trying to find. Actually, I'll just go to videos. Yeah. So that's making me think that like maybe we could see that, but also I'm not gonna get my hopes too high. That's like my wish. That's like my, if that was announced, then I would just be ecstatic. Like I would just lose my mind. Like that's my wish game. Like. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I can always hope, and I don't, if it's, because I've been hoping for that game to be in a Nintendo Direct somewhere for years. I mean, the game came out in like 2019 in Japan and has not been localized, so I've just been hoping, you know, less and less every Nintendo Direct, I'm gonna be honest, but hoping nonetheless. Other stuff like maybe Hollow Knight Silk Song. I was watching Nintendo Life's video and they said Silk Song could be a shadow drop, which I definitely could see. Like, I'm not gonna hope too much, but if that happened, like, I honestly that would be great too. That'd be like, that's like another wish thing. I think in general it's likely that we'll see it. I mean, we saw it at the Xbox thing. We know it's coming out on Switch. Hollow Knight's a very popular game on Switch. You know, people in the indie worlds have been wanting that forever, and I just honestly I don't think it's worth being in the indie world presentation, because it's like it would steal the show. It would like be the highlight, and then the other things would get overshadowed. So yeah, other stuff, you know, maybe games that have already been announced: Mario plus Rabbids, Bayonetta, possibly. Honestly, I don't know. How do I freaking watch this? Like, normally they have it up early, like 30 minutes early, where it's just like says 9 a.m. and you can just be on the stream, but they're not doing it this time. That's kind of weird. But yeah, other stuff, I don't know, like, maybe, I'd like to see some new stuff, you know, because, like, Monster Hunter Rise was announced in the partner showcase, that was, and Stories 2, and those are some of my favorite games on the Switch, so, I mean, there could be some stuff. See, I don't really know, because in terms of third parties in the Switch, like, they're fine, but they're not, like, super good. You know, more and more since the new consoles have been coming out, there's like less and less games that are coming on Switch, which, you know, makes sense. I'd like something big though, something that like people can just, like, you know, something new and big that was unexpected. You know, like the Persona thing, yeah, that's big, but people were expecting it. So if they did something big and new that people weren't, like if they did the equivalent of announcing the Persona games at the Xbox presentation. But something different, like something to that level, but for Switch, that would be great. Yeah, I don't know though. I'm ready. It's 9 a.m. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's here. Alright, let's see. Alright. Nintendo Direct. With the Mario in the corner. Alright. Honestly, I'm just hoping it's good. Capcom? Could this be... Oh, that's freaking Monster Hunter. I saw the crab. This was something I should have said. I mentioned Monster Hunter, but I didn't think they were going to do it because the DLC literally comes out in 2 days. I'm excited for this. What is that? Is that a new monster? I don't even freaking... I have not... Like, I've seen all the trailers, but I'm not, like, completely up to date with what's, been announced and what hasn't. In terms of new stuff. I think that guy's new. But why'd they have to show it 2 days before? They didn't need to announce it. Is that a Magnum Hollow? Oh, Magnum Hollow variant. That's pretty cool. I mean, it looks good. It's just, like... Why didn't they have to do this? Weren't there, like... I'm not one to really care about spoilers, and, like... But, yeah. Alright. That was a good time to do that, because I'm not super big on spoilers, but I'd like to not see everything. So that was a good time to fix the volume. I didn't realize I didn't have it up, so sorry about that. See, why are they showing all this off? The game comes out in 2 days. Oh, well, that's the title update, I guess. But still, like, why are they showing that title off update when it's like they showed enough at the Capcom thing itself? It's okay. Yeah, now I actually get the freaking notification on my phone. The demo, I did play the demo. I do like the new Switch skill swaps things.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct.
Why was that an opener too?
In this presentation, we'll be focusing on Nintendo Switch games launching this year from our publishing
This year.
development partners.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
let's get into
probably
it.
not Persona. Because that is coming out in 2023 on the Xbox and other stuff. They don't really have release dates, but they said 2023, I think.
Here is a huge on the move.
Oh, Nier Automata?
Android Squad called
That's actually...
Humans Are Prepared to Stand
I've heard of that game. That's coming? That's pretty cool. I've never played.
Battle Android 2B. This version of the award-winning Nier Automata comes with previously released
I thought it was...
including
I guess it is Automata.
new content.
I thought it was Nier Automata.
Nintendo Switch version will also
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Reclaim Earth in Nier Automata, the End of Your Hunt edition, launching on the Nintendo Switch system.
October 6th. Okay.
Pre-orders begin today on
Cool.
Nintendo eShop.
That's a cool one. Cause yeah, that game came out the year that the Switch came out.
Consoles on Nintendo
Okay, they said this year, but that's 2023. Okay, like, make up your mind.
familiar faces are making a splash.
Classic characters on Nintendo Switch. Bomberman.
New Bomberman game is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh,
This time, a bombastic new mode called Castle Mode enters the
that's cool. Super Bomberman R2.
must blast their way to treasure chests. While one
That was the Switch launch game, the original.
set up your
I never played it. I wanted to.
opponents, literally. You can also create and share your own battle stages. Have a blast when Super Bomberman R2 launches on
That's like a kind of weird title, but honestly, that's cool.
10 MEGAMAN Battle Network games
Yo!
released on the
People have wanted this.
coming to Nintendo Switch. Control Mega Man in grid-based combat and use battle chips to gain devastating abilities.
People were asking for this at the Capcom thing. I didn't think they would do it here.
Music mode
I didn't predict this.
150 songs from
Wow. That's crazy.
Mega Man Battle Network.
My cousin's obsessed with Mega Man. He's gonna be popping off right now.
The full collection will also be digitally available as Volume 1 and Volume 2 each sold separately.
Wow. Of course, they're splitting into volumes.
Pac-Man World is coming soon.
What?
Pac-Man's family have been kidnapped. To rescue them, he sets off
Wasn't this the...
Scion.
Was this the N64 game?
All he can do
Or the GameCube? I forget what it was on. I'm not really familiar much with the Pac-Man games.
Pac-Man from high-speed chases.
Honestly, the only like modern game ones I really played, I played the freaking like Ghostly Adventures game on the like Xbox 360.
Re-PAC, launching on Nintendo Switch
August
August 26th.
26th. Those are cool announcements.
One incredible journey.
It's been pretty good so far.
And
I don't know, well, like what is the gameplay? Is it like a 2D? Okay, yeah. I was like, I don't even know what this game is.
next, we have some news about a game that was announced last June. Please take a look.
Mario plus Rabbids?
Mario
Yeah!
wanna stop for a galactic adventure.
Wasn't there like a leak with the release date
Rabbids game.
where it was like October 20th or something?
Space is in a universe
Or was that a rumor? I don't even know. I remember seeing that like somewhere.
Their goal? Take the energy possessed by slime
I'm excited for this game.
creatures. Now, our
I
heroes
just hope they do more with the gameplay to make it new.
a new adventure of epic proportions awaits.
See, it seems to be more open, which I like.
You'll initiate a turn-based battle when you encounter an enemy.
Okay, that's cool.
Begin
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Mario plus Rabbids is
It is on. So it was leaked.
system October 20th.
Cool.
Begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, the game looks good.
Ubisoft's special showcase tomorrow for more details.
Okay, there's a showcase. I don't know if I'm gonna watch that. I mean, I don't know if there's not a ton of new stuff. Like, I mean, obviously the showcase will show more, but it seems to be pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that.
There's something for everyone on Nintendo Switch.
Alright, this is gonna be like a sizzle reel.
During a storm, young alchemist Noah crash lands ancient ruins. The layout of these multi-layered ruins changes.
It looks like 2D Bravely Default.
Called Lilliput.
Oh, later today? That looks like a pretty cool game, actually. So no Hollow Knight Silk Song stealth drop.
Rail Bridge. You'll build railway systems to efficient transport
Sorry, Felix.
and help restore the draw, erase, solve puzzles, and even
Oh, that's kind of cool.
calculate. Discover a new way to play every time you turn the page. RPG Time: The Legend of Wright unfolds onto Nintendo Switch August 18th. Pre-orders begin today.
That's pretty cool.
Nintendo eShop. Spin dash into a
Sonic Frontiers. Is it gonna be Switch gameplay?
adventure kicks off.
Well, there's a pop-in on the flowers, so this looks like the Switch version.
Here, you can freely dash through a vast open zone, taking full advantage of Sonic's speedy skills. Lock on.
I am very mixed on this game. I'm very mixed.
Other attacks to trigger combos and rack up damage. Good timing. You can even deflect enemy attacks. Acquire skills.
This is definitely the Switch version, you can tell. I'm not gonna play it on Switch. I'll play it on Xbox.
Special zone called Cyberspace.
It's on Xbox, I'm guessing.
Challenges at supersonic speeds.
Oh, so this is more like traditional Sonic. That's cool. Did we know about that?
On these strange islands. Sonic Frontiers dashes.
See, the only thing is we have no idea why he's there. Like, we don't have like any story stuff. Why are all the Disney games like life simulation? I'm not really into that thing.
Take these adventures with you on the go.
Persona? Oh. Oh. What's that? Adventures? Could be Persona. No, it'd be. I don't think it's gonna be happening.
Protagonists, time periods, and gameplay away.
Because it would just be funny if they didn't do it because everyone's wanting it. Live Alive though, I do want this game. It looks so good.
3 chapters: Imperial China, Twilight of Edo Japan, and The Distant Future will be available on Nintendo eShop later.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you get to see the beginning of. So do you play each chapter separately, and then once you get to a certain point, it stops, and you have to go play the others, and then they connect? I just hope it's like, okay, here's the thing. Minecraft Dungeons, I played it when it came out, and the game wasn't that strong when it came out. There wasn't a lot to do. But I think they added a lot. Like, they've added a lot to the game. So I'd like to come back to that. And I just... Oh, okay. This is what I'm excited for. I remember seeing this, like the spin-off. Okay, I know I just interrupted myself, but honestly, what I was trying to say is that I hope that Minecraft Legends just has enough stuff and it's good. Okay. I forgot to say Dragon Quest. I was thinking Dragon Quest. That's pretty cool. And it's starring what's-his-face? Eric. Was that his name? Or can you name the character? That's pretty cool, actually. This game looks pretty cool. So it's more of like an action, sort of like action dungeon crawling sort of thing. I'm playing that. Oh my goodness. A Plague Tale Requiem Cloud version? They're doing that? Okay, Portal? We already knew about this. What did I literally did not hear what. Say later today? Today. That's pretty cool. I remember I was sort of thinking that. I just forgot to mention it.
Welcome to LUIGI. Fate of the village depends on you.
It looks interesting.
Begin your new life in Harvestella, launching on Nintendo Switch November 4th. This next segment will be our last announcement.
Last announcement. Persona? Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, they had to end it off. I didn't think they were gonna do it. Yep. Better not be a cloud version. Let's go. Watch it only be 5. That'd be so funny if it's only 5. It's the exact same trailer as the Xbox. Physical version? Okay, yeah. Teddy? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I didn't think they were gonna do it. I really didn't. When they said last announcement, I'm like, okay. It's not gonna be that. I liked when they opened with Persona 3 on the Xbox One. I like that. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad. Same date too. If there's a physical version, I'll buy it. I'll buy them if there's a physical version. But if not, I'm just gonna play them on Game Pass. Okay. That was pretty good. There was nothing crazy. A lot of stuff was predictable. Right? Like, a lot of stuff was predictable. What was it, like? MEGAMAN Battle Network was probably, like, the biggest, like, surprise thing there. I just saw that. And, like, some other things. I don't know, man. I'm kind of, like, mixed about it. Because, on the one hand, there's stuff that I liked. But on the other hand, there was nothing like there wasn't a lot of stuff that was like super crazy. Like I was expecting one big thing, and I guess that was the Persona thing, but everybody was predicting that. So I don't know. I'm gonna have full thoughts on it in a little bit. But yeah, I'm super glad the Persona games are here. It's amazing. It's I mean, like, it's just the hype is less because I'm gonna be able to play them anyways. I was already gonna be able to play them on Xbox, so yeah. If there's physical versions, I'll buy them on Switch. But if not, I'm just gonna play on Game Pass because I get them for free. I mean, not for free. I'm paying for Game Pass, but I'm gonna be paying for it regardless. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll give you my full thoughts soon. So, yeah, I'll be back with that. So, I'm back. I've had some time to think about, the Direct. It's been a couple hours since it happened, and I'm here to give my full thoughts and actually go through everything that happened during the presentation. So the Direct opened with Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak DLC, which I thought was a little strange, because the game comes out in like 2 days, and they showed off a couple of new monsters that honestly I would have liked to not have seen. At first I didn't think they were going to actually show much. It was just going to be like, oh, the game's coming out. But they showed a ton of, new monsters and stuff that we hadn't already seen. I say a ton, but it was only like 3. So I really just don't get why they had to have a really extensive trailer like that when the Capcom presentation happened, 2 weeks ago or whatever. So it's a little bit weird, I must say, but it's still cool to get more info on it. And if they're showing those off, I doubt that there's, that they showed off everything. There's still going to be monsters that I haven't seen, new stuff in the game that nobody's seen. So, the game looks really good. Comes out in 2 days. I'm definitely going to be playing it. And I really do recommend getting Monster Hunter Rise if you haven't already. I think right now it's half off on the eShop. So, definitely a cool thing to pick up. So then Nier Automata, the End of Yorha edition, was announced. And honestly, that's a game that I had sort of forgot about. But it's really cool that it's coming to the Switch because, that's a game that came out in 2017. And I've always, I've heard about them, the games, the Nier games, and I've wanted to try them out, but I haven't really gotten to. So this might be where I start. So that's pretty cool. That's like a PS4 game that came out, near the Switch. So that's really cool to see that coming. I don't know much about the game, so there's not really much else I can say, but I must say that it looks really good. Next was Lorilo and the Laser Eye. Not something I was super interested in, but it looked pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. Probably not, to be honest. But, cool announcement there. Next was Super Bomberman R2, which was definitely not a game I or anyone else was predicting. I don't really know what the general consensus on Super Bomberman R is. I'm pretty sure it's either mid-game to bad game, something like that. So, not really sure. I haven't played the original, though I might pick this one up. Or, if it's not good, if it's not a good sequel, I might just pick the original up on sale or something. But I do want to try out Bomberman because I've never actually played any of the games, so maybe this is where I start. Overall, a cool announcement, though I'm seeing some people not really too interested in this. Next was the MEGAMAN Battle Network Legacy Collection, which was honestly one of the highlights of this entire presentation. The Battle Network series has been begged by fans to come back, or fans have been begging for it. And I'm really glad that it's here in this Legacy Collection because, all the games are there that everyone's been asking for. It's a bit strange that they waited till the Nintendo presentation to announce this. They could have done it at the Capcom one and people would have been really excited. But, nevertheless, it's cool to see it coming. Unfortunately, it's in 2 volumes, which is what they've been doing with these. It doesn't make any sense because it's just like a footnote. Like, they didn't say Legacy Collection Volume 1 and Volume 2. No, it's just like a footnote. It's like, oh yeah, it'll be 2 volumes. Which is, just them getting more money off of these legacy games. But I'm probably still going to mind because I've been really interested in the Battle Network games, and they're not ones that are easily found or like, in any other collections or anything. So I'm really excited to play these. Pac-Man World Re-PAC. Now this is one that I'm actually pretty excited about too because I've never actually played Pac-Man World, but the game did look really cool and I've seen footage of it in the original Pac-Man World. So it's really cool that this game's getting a remake and that, it's sort of obscure. Like a lot of people I've seen have just been like, oh, I've never really heard of this, or was something I wasn't expecting, which is pretty cool. Definitely not one of the highlights for me personally because I'm not too interested, but I'll probably at least give it another look or, get the game, who knows. Blanc was a game that was announced, which is a sort of puzzle game where you use these animals, they work together to solve puzzles. Looked pretty cool, but I wasn't too interested in it. It didn't really seem to grab me at all. I don't know, but for the people who are like it and are looking forward to it, good for them. It's just not really for me. Return to Monkey Island was a game they spent almost 2 minutes on, and most of those 2 minutes was not even gameplay. I mean, the gameplay looks a lot like, the cutscenes and stuff that they showed, which, cool, but also I couldn't actually tell really what the game, played like and stuff till the end, and even then, it was barely anything. I don't know why they spent 2 minutes on this game, but, I mean, it looks pretty cool, I guess. Definitely not going to pick it up. It's not for me, I can already tell. But, cool, I guess. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of a Hope actually looks pretty good. It's a little bit weird how they spent a lot of the time on the one battle going over the mechanics. They announced that there's going to be a presentation the next day. Really looking into the game, which is like, why would they not just wait till then? Because some people who are watching this direct aren't gonna want to spend 3 minutes watching a battle sequence go on and them explaining every little thing that they're doing. I thought that was a little bit annoying, but especially since they're gonna have their own presentation later. But it wasn't too bad because I really am looking forward to the game. There seems to be a lot of new cool things, and I actually probably will watch the Ubisoft presentation just to see, you know, how this game is. And I'm really looking forward to it. I played the original, and I liked it, but it's not really too memorable to me, honestly. There's a lot of things about the game I just forgot about, and it's like, oh yeah, that exists. But overall, I'm looking forward to this game coming out because it does seem pretty cool. Little Noah something of Paradise, I have no idea how to pronounce that, looks pretty cool actually. I noticed, you know, I said this in the you know, when in the reaction, but it looks like it's in the Bravely Default art style. Like let me look at the trailer right now. Like in the gameplay, it looks like Bravely Default, which is kind of funny. And that's why I was like, is this made by Square Enix? I don't actually know if it is. I probably should have looked at that before recording. But the game, you know, it looks pretty cool. It's like almost like a platformer RPG sort of thing, because, you know, there's these different monsters that you get that help you out in fighting these bosses. And it looks pretty cool. And I think it dropped today as well. I'm probably not going to pick it up just because there's a lot of games coming out this month, and I've already, you know, got Sunbreak coming out, so I'm probably not going to pick it up. Maybe I'll keep it on my radar for later. But next up is Railgrade. See, was it Railgate or Railgrade? Railgrade. Sorry, not either of those. That game, it's like a railroad simulator thing. I'm not really into those types of games, but it does look pretty quality. So if you're into that, then cool. RPG Time: The Legend of Wright actually looks pretty cool. It has a cool concept of being hand-drawn, but I'm not sure how long the game is actually going to be. It doesn't look like it's too much. You know, each page is like a different sort of puzzle thing. You know, they said there was something like 200 pages, which is still, you know, it's still good. It's a lot. But, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like, it seems like a good concept, but I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off in the exact way that I feel like I'm wanting. I'm probably not going to pick up the game either, just because, like, there's a ton of games coming out, and, you know, the smaller games like these don't really get on my radar as much, but, you know, I'll try to keep it in there. Sonic Frontiers looks worse and worse every day, just kidding. I actually thought this trailer showed off some cool things, you know, those, what was it, the cyberspace sort of things, where it's, like, more traditional Sonic, 3D Sonic, which looks pretty cool. I don't believe that was shown off before this, which is kind of weird. You could tell that there was Switch footage in the gameplay. You could see some pop-in and graphical errors here and there, which is, you know, it's at least cool that they showed Switch footage in the thing, you know, like they weren't, like, baiting you. Unfortunately, that means that it doesn't look too good, but to be honest, it's not too bad on Switch. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, because I'm not sure if we've even seen Switch gameplay before. I'm probably going to play it on Xbox regardless, so I'm, like, not too worried about the Switch version. But overall, the game, it looks pretty cool, but I feel like something that a lot of people have been pointing out is, you know, it's a problem, is that they're not showing much context to anything. Like, why are you there? What is happening? So it's just giving a lot of people, like, yeah, cool, there's these robots you get to fight and do combos and stuff, but why? Why are you there? Which, you know, it's kind of weird, but the game overall, you know, it looks pretty good. I'm probably gonna give it a shot, just to see how it is. And those, like, cyberspace things, they kind of seem like they're gonna be like shrines in a way, like in Breath of the Wild. You know, it's taken a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild already, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Disney Dreamlight Valley, because it seems like Disney cannot make any game on Switch that's not a life sim or pay-to-win racer. Not pay-to-win, microtransaction-filled racer. Did that game even come out? I don't even know. Anyways, the game exists. It's definitely not for me, but it's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I don't know why this is like something you'd show off in a Nintendo Direct. That always baffles me, how they show these license things off in the Direct, and it's like, why? Why are they here? But you know, I mean, I guess it looks pretty quality, so if you're into that, then nice. Live Alive, one of my most anticipated RPGs of this year, is coming out, and it has a demo. Now, I don't really think I'm going to play the demo because I have a ton of RPGs already to play. I'm probably just going to wait till the game comes out and then play it then. I'm actually trying to beat Xenoblade 1 and 2, before a third one comes out. I'm about to finish one. I'm on one. No, I think last chapter or second to last chapter. I'm close to the end basically. And then I'm gonna play Xenoblade 2. So, you know, I already got a lot of RPGs to play and stuff. But the game looks pretty good. I'm definitely going to give it a shot. I'm not sure if I'll get around to beating it anytime soon. I might just buy the game and play it later. That's what I do with most of my RPGs nowadays. I try to just fixate on one and then make my backlog bigger. So, you know, there's that. Because I don't really like starting RPGs and then having to finish them later. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why I went on that tangent. But regardless, the game looks good. Definitely going to give it a shot at some point. I like the fact that it's an older game that's getting, you know, remade that was never released outside of Japan, so that's pretty neat. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that coming out. Doraemon Story of Seasons, Friends of the Grey Kingdom. Oh, what am I supposed to say here? I'm not a Doraemon fan at all. It's a farm sim based on, you know, the series, so I'm not really too interested, but, you know, if you're into that, cool. I've just never been into Doraemon at all. It's not really my thing. Minecraft Legends got another look. This game was announced at the Xbox presentation, you know, a couple weeks ago. It's also coming to Xbox. You know, we already knew it was coming to Switch. I think it was already announced. So, you know, it's pretty cool that we're seeing more on it, but I don't really think it was needed. I mean, they spent like 30 seconds on it in total, so it's not, you know, that big of a deal. I'm also probably just gonna play it on Xbox because, you know, Game Pass and it's better on Xbox. So yeah, but you know, cool that it was shown off. I guess this was not anything new, but cool. Now, Dragon Quest Treasures was a game that was teased. I forget when it was teased. You know, a while back. I don't know if it was like recently or if it was a long. Like I don't even remember. But I remember seeing it being teased, and it looks really cool. It's more of like a It's like you use the monsters to fight with you, and it's just a cool idea. It reminds me of Dragon Quest Builders, because it's just, you know, a new style. It's more like chibi as well. Really would have liked to see, you know, more Dragon Quest, so like even, you know, Dragon Quest 12 possibly. I don't know. I don't know. You know, honestly, wasn't really expecting. Like I was expecting, not really expecting. I was hoping for Dragon Quest. I wasn't sure if we were gonna get anything though. But this is cool. I know there's a ton of Dragon Quest stuff in the works. A lot of it is Japan exclusive, unfortunately. But, you know, it looks pretty cool. I'm excited. Probably gonna give it a shot. Because, you know, I really like Dragon Quest. Even like the spin-off stuff like Builders. I enjoy Builders. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna give it a shot. I also really like the characters there, you know, from Dragon Quest 11. So that's pretty cool. So next there was a show reel with pretty much stuff we already knew, but something that stood out was something that I'm not sure if it was already announced or not, but A Plague Tale Requiem is getting a cloud version on the Nintendo Switch, which is hilarious. This is a brand new game, by the way, like next gen, all of that, and it's getting a cloud version on Switch, and it's gonna be horrible, which is funny. You see, because now these cloud versions on Switch are like really bad. Like you play the Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff, and it's just like not good. The Switch is definitely not built for cloud games. I mean, I can get it on my Xbox with a good internet connection just fine. Games like that, but on Switch, it's not good. Also, like this game, I just don't know why they're doing this. It's just fun to laugh at, to be honest. I mean, I'm glad that it's here, but like, because, you know, we wouldn't have gotten it any other way. But I don't know anyone who's going to play this version. Because if you're interested in A Plague Tale Requiem, you already have another way to play it, most likely. This is not something I'm really trying to get into. Not the cloud gaming sort of debate. But I just thought it was kind of funny, to be honest. The Portal Companion Collection is coming to Switch today. Now, if there wasn't already a ton of stuff coming out in June, you know, Cuphead DLC, Monster Hunter Rise, I'm not really playing Fire Emblem 3 Hopes, but I'm going to get that eventually. You know, Mario Strikers, all this cool stuff coming out this month. But I would buy it, but there's all that stuff, and Portal is just another thing to be added on. Now, I'm not complaining, you know, the game being launched today, that's amazing. I'm going to pick it up at some point because I really wanted to play Portal, and it's definitely a portable, portable, yeah, I'm sorry. It's definitely a portable game that, you know, it will be really good portable, so I'm honestly really looking forward to play it. I've always been interested in Portal, but I've never actually, you know, play the games. So definitely gonna give it a shot at some point, just not right now because there's so much coming out. I also recently got an Xbox, so there's been a ton of stuff this month that I've wanted to get, like Sonic Origins and the Cuphead DLC, that I'm gonna be, skipping out on for now just because I just got that. So yeah, really looking forward to playing this eventually, and it's really cool that it dropped today. We got 2 of those sort of things today, which is pretty cool. Both of the games looked amazing. Not gonna really play them right now though. Harvestella was a game that I sort of pushed to the side when I was watching the trailer. I was just sort of like, yeah, it exists, just one of those games. But then it sort of got interesting towards the end of the trailer when it went to the more RPG sort of thing, because it's an RPG farm sim, something that's been seen many times before, but it does look pretty cool, and it is made by Square Enix, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I might give it a shot. It does look pretty cool, though I'm not exactly sure. I might just forget about it. Like, I don't know at this point, but it looks cool. Definitely was not expecting it to look as good as it did. At first, at the beginning of the trailer, it's just like, yeah, it's just one of those games where it's like, it's in the direct, but you don't really care. But as I watched more and more, I got more interested, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Harvestella, looking pretty nice. And here is the highlight of the Nintendo Direct for me and a lot of other people. Persona 5 Royal, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 3 Portable are all coming to the Nintendo Switch, which is amazing. I've been wanting these games to come out on the Switch. I've been fighting for it for years, since like 2019, which is really cool to see that all these, all these 3 games that, are on they're on all the other platforms now. They're beloved titles. They're all coming to the Nintendo Switch. So basically, they are anywhere, which is amazing. And if you had told me a month ago that Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5 were going to be on every platform, I would not have believed you. But here we are. We're in the best timeline. Everyone's happy. So yeah, it's just really cool. Persona 5 is coming in October, though the other games are coming later, which I don't really understand why they're not, just coming out. I mean, they could be coming out now, to be honest. I mean, Persona 4 Golden was shadow dropped at the PC Game Show, on Steam. It's just weird how we have to wait for the games. I mean, Persona 5 Royal, maybe that's a bigger game to port, but the others are PS2 games. I don't know. It's just a bit weird to me that they're going to wait a while to put them on, especially since the 2 that are easier to port, they're not even giving release dates for. But Persona 5 Royal coming in October, and I'm not sure if this is exactly true, but I think Royal is the only one to be getting a physical release, unfortunately. Really would have liked the others to get physical releases. That means, like, if they're not getting physical releases, then I'm just going to play them on Game Pass. But if Royal does get a physical release, I will be buying the Switch version. I don't know where I'm going to play it. I might play it on Switch. It depends on which version is better. But I'm definitely going to be buying the physical version anyways because I want to own the game, not just play it on Game Pass. So yeah. Overall, like these Persona announcements, it's the highlight of the Direct. Honestly, overshadowed a lot of things, but there was a ton of cool stuff in this Direct, and while there was nothing too crazy, and I would have liked, one bigger thing, because like the Persona stuff, that's big, but we sort of already knew about it. It was already announced at the Xbox presentation, and it was pretty much an inevitability, and it was something everyone was guessing. So I would have liked something, big that we hadn't really seen before, something, because like a lot of the stuff was, either stuff we had already seen or weren't like super big announcements. Like honestly, one of the biggest announcements there was like the MEGAMAN Battle Network or like Nier Automata. Those games are like probably some of the biggest things there. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted something, big and something else to be excited for, because there was a ton of stuff here. But it's all just, little things. There's a ton of good little things, which, adds up to overall being a good Direct. But I just wish there was one big thing that was like no one was expecting. It's a, you know what I mean. I feel like a lot of people will agree with me that this Direct was solid, but I felt like it just needed one bigger thing to really push it over the edge to be great. Overall, for being, a partner showcase and not a, main Nintendo Direct and not having any big Nintendo announcements, I still thought this Direct was very solid. It's, probably the best partner showcase by a long shot. And when it was first announced, I feel like a lot of people were pretty upset But then they realized that there were so many possibilities and there was so much stuff shown off here, and honestly I can't really complain, and that means that probably in the September Direct we're gonna get a ton of Nintendo stuff because they're holding out on us. So yeah, overall I enjoyed the Direct. Definitely, you know, Persona, oh my goodness, Persona. It's amazing. Really glad about that. Of course, there were a ton of other things here, and I guess I just won't talk anymore. I'm sort of, you know, making my points, you know, again and again. So yeah, that was the Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase from June 28th, 2022. Probably, you know, the best partner showcase. I don't really think it's been as good as any of the, you know, recent Nintendo Directs, but still good nevertheless. Thank you guys so much for watching, making it to the end. This is the actual outro. You know, you watched my reaction, you watched me ramble for a bit, and if you did, you know, thanks. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Oh yeah, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba, baby, baby, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Maybe I should put that at the end of the video. That'd be kind of funny.